In the black silence of space, something approaches. For eons, it has travelled. A solitary pilgrim through the cosmic dark, a realm so vast it defies human comprehension. It has witnessed the birth and death of stars we will never see, journeyed through nebulae that exist only as faint smudges in our most powerful telescopes. This traveller is not one of ours. It was not born from the same primordial cloud of dust and gas that formed our Earth, our planets, our Sun. It comes from the abyss, a messenger from a distant, unknown shore. Astronomers have given it a designation, a sterile name for something so profound: Three-Eye Atlas. But what is it truly? An alien visitor, a relic from another solar system, or a cosmic ghost, a simple chunk of ice and rock on an endless, aimless journey? The question hangs in the void, as heavy as the object itself. Its story for us began in July of 2025. High in the desolate beauty of the Chilean Andes, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS, was scanning the heavens. Its automated eyes, designed to find threats closer to home, stumbled upon a faint smudge of light, moving in a way that defied explanation. Calculations confirmed the impossible. Its path was not an ellipse, bound by our sun's gravity. It was a hyperbola, a one-way ticket through our solar system. This was the third confirmed interstellar object, Three-Eye. The discovery sent a shockwave through the astronomical community. Telescopes across the globe swiveled to catch a glimpse. Data poured in, and with the data, so did the questions. A comet, say many. Its eerie green glow is the signature of cyanogen and diatomic carbon, vaporized by the sun's warmth. A natural, if rare, phenomenon. A warning, says another. A voice that has grown familiar with cosmic controversy. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who famously proposed that our first interstellar visitor, Oumuamua, was alien technology, raises the alarm once more. He points to anomalies in its trajectory, subtle deviations that gravity alone cannot explain. Is it outgassing from melting ice, or something more controlled? Is it a machine, or simply ice? Is it here by purpose, or is it merely cosmic drift? Tonight, we join the investigation. We will speak to the scientists on both sides of this extraordinary debate. We will peel back the veil of speculation and assumption. We will use the latest data and analysis to explore what Three-Eye Atlas might be and confront the chilling possibility of what happens if it comes for us. The first fact was its speed, an almost incomprehensible velocity, 130,000 miles per hour. To put that into perspective, it's a speed that could circle the Earth more than 5 times in a single hour. A velocity that defies the gravitational pull of our Sun. A momentum that screams of an origin far beyond our own cosmic neighbourhood. This was not an object that belonged to us. It was just passing through, and its path confirmed it. This wasn't the gentle, elliptical dance of a familiar comet, bound to our star for millennia. This was a straight-line sprint, a hyperbolic arc cutting through the plane of our solar system. A path no planet could have given it. A trajectory that could only be achieved by an object flung from another star system, a true interstellar wanderer on a one-way journey. Even at its closest, it kept a profound distance, 170 million miles, further from us than our own sun. A cosmic passer-by that refused to get too close, a visitor glimpsed from across a vast, unbridgeable gulf. Far, yet its presence was unignorable. Across the globe, the silent sentinels of astronomy turned their gaze toward the intruder. Instruments watched. The sky held its breath. Every photon collected was a piece of a puzzle that had travelled for millions, perhaps billions, of years to reach us. Then came its appearance, a ghostly green, an ethereal glow against the black velvet of space. This wasn't the reflected light of a simple asteroid. This was something active, something alive with cosmic processes. The image was captured in detail by the powerful Gemini North Telescope in Hawaii. Its 8-meter mirror gathered the faint light, revealing the object's true nature. The green hue was a chemical signature. Gases, likely diatomic carbon, boiled off its surface by the sun's radiation, began to fluoresce. Gases glow. Space paints with chemistry. A familiar process, but one happening to a profoundly unfamiliar object. It was the third of its kind. First, the bizarre tumbling Oumuamua, then the more conventional comet Borisov. Now, Atlas. 3 messengers from the stars arriving in quick succession after centuries of nothing, and each stranger than the last. Borisov was Comet pure and simple, behaving exactly as our models predicted an interstellar comet should. It was a comforting confirmation of our theories. But Atlas was familiar, yet not. It had the gassy coma of a comet, but where was the tail? It lacked the significant trail of dust we expected to see. This discrepancy was the hook, the detail that snagged in the mind. Our instruments see, our minds wonder. The data points were clear, but the picture they painted was incomplete, unsettling. Every piece of data is a doorway, but what waits behind it is not always an answer. Sometimes it is just a deeper, more profound question. The mystery was just beginning. We are watching a visitor from an unknown sun. But as we stare into the void, the unsettling thought arises. Are we just watching? Or are we somehow being watched? When an object from another star system passes through our own, we expect it to be a rock or a chunk of ice. A silent, mindless traveller on a journey governed by gravity alone. But what if it's something else? What if it's a message, a scout, a piece of technology so advanced it borders on magic? Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb offers a provocation that cuts through the quiet hum of conventional astronomy. He puts the odds at 30%, or perhaps even higher, that what we are witnessing is not a natural phenomenon, that it is technology. This isn't a fringe claim from the edges of science, but a bold hypothesis from its very heart, challenging us to consider the most profound possibility of all. That we're not alone, and the proof has just drifted past our front door. The hypothesis suggests a craft disguised as a comet, a perfect camouflage. In the cold, hard vacuum of space, what better way to travel unnoticed than to wear the cloak of nature itself? To appear as one of the countless icy bodies that wander the cosmos, a ghost in the machine of the solar system. It's a poetic yet chilling image, steel asleep under snow. A dormant intelligence, a complex machine encased in a veneer of frozen gas and dust, waiting for the right moment, the right signal, the right proximity to a star to stir from its long slumber. If this is a ship, it listens. It is not a passive observer. It is an active participant. Every photon it collects, every gravitational whisper it feels, is data. It may be listening for the faint radio whispers of a nascent civilization or scanning the chemical signatures of our atmosphere for signs of life. It is a silent, patient sentinel. And it presents us with an odd feature, an anti-tail. While a comet's primary tail is pushed away from the sun by solar wind, this object displayed a faint spike of material, seemingly pointing directly towards it. A line pointing toward the sun. Astronomers explain this as an optical effect, larger dust particles left in the object's orbital wake. But in the context of the alien hypothesis, it could be something more. A structural element? An antenna? A stabilizer? Is its orientation a mere coincidence or a sign of control? Is it a trick of light and perspective, or the deliberate posture of a machine aligning itself with a power source? It reached perihelion, the perfect maneuver point. This is the moment of closest approach to our Sun, the point of maximum gravitational energy and solar radiation. For a natural object, it's a moment of intense stress. For a technological one, it's an opportunity, a chance to unfurl a photon sail, or shed an icy veil. A light sail, a vast, impossibly thin membrane, could catch the torrent of photons from the Sun, using that gentle pressure to accelerate without any need for rockets or propellant. This would explain the slight anomalous change in its trajectory, a push that gravity alone cannot account for. If this is a ship, it is not drifting. Its path is too clean, its acceleration too strange. Drifting is chaotic, subject to the whims of gravity and outgassing. This movement feels different. It feels considered. It is navigating, using the fundamental forces of the universe not as a master, but as a guide. It is executing a slingshot maneuver of cosmic proportions, stealing a sliver of our Sun's energy to continue its journey into the void. We imagine a bridge with no crew or sleeping minds, an autonomous probe, a Bracewell Sentinel executing a mission programmed millennia ago. Or perhaps it carries its creators, suspended in time, waiting for a signal to awaken in a new, promising star system. We search for a sign, a breath, a tremor, a choice. Any deviation from the clockwork of physics that would betray the intelligence within. A slight course correction, a transmission, a flicker of unnatural light. But there is nothing so obvious. Intention hides in light. It hides in the subtle curve of a trajectory, in the faint spectral signature of its reflected sunlight, in the things it do. Its silence is as profound as any message. What purpose crosses gulfs like this? The sheer scale of interstellar travel is staggering. To journey for thousands, perhaps millions of years, requires a motive far beyond simple curiosity. Is its mission to survey, seeding, search? Is it a cartographer of habitable worlds, a vessel carrying the building blocks of life to barren planets? Or is it searching for something specific, a sign of intelligence equal to its own? Its purpose may be simply to measure, to map, to mark. To add our solar system as another data point in a galactic survey of unimaginable scope and age. A census of the living and the dead. Or perhaps its purpose is simpler and far more unsettling. Perhaps it is here only to learn if we notice at all. A test, a quiet question posed to the darkness. Is anybody home? Is anybody paying attention? If it is a probe, it observes, listening to our noise, reading our pulse, cataloguing our storms. If it is an ark, it carries sleepers, passengers without names, dreaming through centuries. If it is a weapon, a black swan becomes a nightfall, a battleship the size of a mountain, waiting to awaken. Catastrophe needs only one choice. NASA insists, a natural comet, green glow, cyanogen in sunlight. Gravity and ice explain the dance. Propulsion at scale? Improbable. Skepticism is comfort. Comfort is fragile. Reality does not ask permission. 2 stories, 1 sky. Earth has no defenses. It could alter orbit, descend silently. First contact without warning. Would we greet it as gods or fall as insects beneath its gaze? The choice may not be ours. 3I Atlas, comet or craft? It is leaving us now, vanishing into the dark. Was it watching? Will it return? Subscribe, because the next visitor may not pass us by.